Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby and I'm a psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and so much more. So let me see, I wasn't going to go and do that little spiel like I used to do, but it's come back in. So welcome to my YouTube channel and also my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So one of the so many things I do is connecting with my tarot and angel cards, oracle cards and that sort of thing as well. So to bring through the messages, and particularly with these sorts of videos. So I'll be, there is a mix of intuitive, connecting in the intuitive side, but keep connecting in a mediumistic way as well as a psychic energy as well. So and with these beautiful, amazing energies with through these oracle and tarot cards coming through to bring through the messages for you. Okay. So anyway, as always, these messages that come through these reads are these sessions are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, or if it doesn't, all of it doesn't resonate, just just take what does and just leave what doesn't to the side, because it may be more of a futuristic thing that's coming up for you, like more of a forecast. So and it may make more sense in the next day, week, or couple of hours. It can happen that quick, and it may maybe next week that you fully understand or get what's happening. So like I say, don't throw it out, it might just click. So the other thing is if you this is for Libra, and so Libra maybe in your sun, moon, rising, and or in your chart is your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign for you. And so you check out your other signs as well. So if you do not know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website with a free calculator on it, and we'll work it out for you. So have a we read about your other signs that you are connected to, astrologically, and you might be quite surprised at what you're reading, and you might be quite horrified, you might be quite excited, but it's all really, just to, like I said, this is about taking what resonates with you. It might not, all of it may not resonate with you right now, or, it may never do, but it's like, it's not taking it as the holy, grail, or, the last word is what comes up for you in there, or about each particular sign. So just flow with it. Keep an open mind. Okay. So anyway, I don't know why I had to say that, or why I felt like I need to say that. You probably will understand where they were going there, because maybe you can be quite set on track, because some of the Librans I know, they were like quite, not tunnel vision, but they've got, when they're going, it's like they get going. So anyway, there's a sense of heightened energy at the moment when I'm in emotional stuff that's going on, and there's maybe a tearing of the heart chakra, or different things, thoughts and ideas. It's like grappling with, thoughts and ideas and feelings and emotions. Like, what does this really mean? Is things are like, I feel like things are being pulled apart for you to look and see what the guts of it is, basically. So some of you may be feeling a little bit disentangled is what I'm hearing. So what you thought you knew, or what you thought you felt you knew, is not what was not what is appearing to you right now. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is saying that's just right now, and it's a phase, or it's a step into moving forward, moving into some more information that will appear to you or reveal itself to you, so you can make a far better choice, or another choice, or be given a bit more information to make a choice, a decision as to how you're going, or what this might look like, and then like develop a plan. But this is kind of like, maybe for some of you, there are things moving where you thought we were going to move, like I say, this way or that way, but it's like, it appears to be maybe not moving in the way that you thought or you hoped. But they're just saying, like, just give it more time. It's like, excuse me, so something may not be sitting right when you're just have that repetition of something, repeating itself on you. So it's and something may literally be like repeating itself on you emotionally. It could be even physically, like in your life at the moment, to do with your work, in your career. Your work being your business and career. You may be in study or in business as well, or in a position, you know, whatever your job is. And some sort of changes that may be happening around in there that may be affecting you. Although for some of you, I feel it's not, it is affecting you, but not in the way that it is to others. But it's kind of like made you feel some of that energy, and you know, is like, isn't quite right, or is disturbing in your what you're processing, which is you know, all around the chakra, the solar plexus, but also the sacral chakra. But coming up through here is something that's not really sitting right in your heart, or even, so it may be that there is something, because I'm feeling it in here in the thymus, which is about communication with the throat, communicating from a loving space, okay, and seeing things with love, doing things with love, even though there's something going on the outside. It's like not entangling yourself from it, with it. So it's like some of you may have got caught up in something and are trying to disentangle yourself or pull you away, retreat from it. So it's like doing it with love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure. Will, you know, it's one of those ways that I look at when it's like, okay, this, you know, and for the greater good of one and all, is like when discerning or pulling away from something to help me through that process. So yes, so there's a sense of sigh of relief in a way that will come from it. So it's like not overthinking it, not trying to push, not trying to take control of it to a certain amount of, to a certain degree. Yes, there is a certain amount of that's in your control, but remembering how, you know, like not everything is, remembering what is, you know, the difference between what is, you know, is controllable and what isn't, and if it's your place to do that, you know, or not, or whatever. So sometimes it's like we're on a journey, and we've just got to let people go on their journey and be there in a supportive way, in some way or form that you can do. You can be. So I feel like some of you are really, it's whatever's going on with you is kind of is pushing you right out of your comfort zone. So at the moment, and because I feel like there's a push, or you're feeling like you are being pushed, but I kind of feel like it's more you that is pushing you, most of it. And it's because of you have these expectations and wants, but there's something that's not cleared up, that you haven't fully cleared up where you are right now. Okay, so anyway, clear quartz is the crystal that's come through at the moment for now, and it's number 18 in the deck. So clear quartz, well, that's just, you know, such a beautiful a crystal. There's, you know, it's so multi-purpose. You know, for me, it's, you know, it's clear, it gives you clear vision, clear thought, clearing energy, whether it's you or your chakra, whether your aura, your working space. It's like, just as I'm talking about it, moving my hands around, I can feel like there's a nice coolish clearing energy that's clearing space, you know, as, you know, clearing space as I'm talking, as you're walking. So it's going in with, it has these beautiful, amazing benefits of that. But it's also, at the same time, it's quite a protective type of crystal as well. And some people don't see it that way, but I'm just going to type that in again. I was doing that quite cleverly before. Protection as well, so it's kind of just get my thoughts clear again. But it's pretty much works with any sort of energy. Like if you are wanting to say, like, have amethyst, and you're wanting to emanate that energy out, it's an amplifier as well. So you could have it with any sort of crystals in a box, or in a tray, and have it in the middle there, and it would amplify out the energy. So it'll just sending out the energy out. So that's kind of very, very helpful, I think. Anyway, so clear quartz. So a little bit about clear quartz. It is the most popular and versatile healing stone of all the crystals. It is a very, very powerful with healing, and is works with pretty much any condition that there is there to help. And like I say, it helps, like if you're working with other crystals, it'll help amplify all the other crystals or gemstones, whatever you call them, energy to out for whatever it is you're working with. If you're working with a healing aspect and energetically with somebody, with a client, or with yourself, or with space of any sort of type, with an animal, it has that ability. So it's known as the stone of power and amplifies any energy or intention. So it is said to protect against negativity, connecting you to your higher self. So that is, and that's why it is very, very, it's a very, very multi-purpose, I say, crystal. Okay. So, and when I talks about, protecting against negativity, it attunes to your higher self and relieves pain as well. So, and, just reading that one, but it's also has been shown to enhance and strengthen the aura, which is, what I use it for as well, and for everything and anything to help help enhance and strengthen my aura, but the energy that I work in, and clearing energy when I work with people, like even here in my little office, my studio office space here, but also any other places where I work from. Okay, so number 18, it's number 18 in the deck. So clear quartz. So number 1 is about being one with all. So there's a sense of a new phase of energy that you're moving through, or shifting through, or moving into, a transitional period in a way. But this is like about a new beginning, a rebirth in the way, not only that you're thinking, that you're doing, that you're moving into as you're moving through this transitional space, okay, or time. The other thing is with the 8 is the infinity sign. So it's interesting. I was looking at the infinity sign earlier, talking about, and this video was talking about the different, the cycles as well, that it goes around, and how we can jump in there or pick up anything from, this is something completely different actually. But what I was talking about, what I saw in the video, was this infinity sign popped up. So it kind of like is interesting that if this number 18 comes up, and 8, we're talking about 8. So basically infinity is this, is knowing about, or 8 is the infinity sign, or infinity, but knowing that you yourself, as being an infinite being, that there is so much there, more there to you than what you think or what you know, and nothing ever stops or ends. It's like in the sense, but we're processing, mulling through things, and balancing out energy and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to close my door because it started raining. Having a lovely cleansing time at the moment, so quite timely when I think about it. Anyway, so then we have the King of Swords that's come up first at the moment. So I'm using my tarot deck right now. So the King of Swords is here, and he comes up first, and I feel like there may be somebody that's entering your life, or somebody in your life that is a King of Swords energy, that has the ability to communicate like really, really well, or stepping into that, or it could be, okay, there's a few things, okay, where they go. So I'm feeling for some of you, there may be a king, you may be that king energy that is there. So if you're a male energy, but also if you're a female energy, because it may be that you need to go into that masculine side of you, or the King of Swords energy, whatever that is, whether you're a female energy or not, but it may be that you need to tap into that energy, and look at the way that you're communicating with people that are around you, and how you're, what it is and how you're responding, or how you are referring or thinking or talking about different aspects of people. And it's like what I'm hearing is about like taking a look in the mirror, okay? About what is going on, because so you may have gone into this really funny space as you're going through this transition into, and like I say, some of you are in or going into or in this King of Swords space. So the King, is, the Swords is all about thoughts, words, and actions as well. So it's like being mindful about what actions you expressing it, how you're expressing yourself at the moment. And it may be because it's like I'm hearing is like taking a look in the mirror as well, and stepping into, this is also about asserting your power, but in a mindful way, and taking a look in the mirror, because somebody may be pushing your buttons, and making decisions. Okay, so there is definitely some decision making, but there's also some sort of communicating as well. So communicating your ideas, but not necessarily making it that they have to be going your way or not at all. So there's that sort of energy there. So you may be sharing some ideas and some thoughts in them, some feelings, but it's like grounding yourself. I'm hearing there's grounding there with others, and or and as what you're thinking and how you're going to do it. So there is a sense of like you maybe needing to look at, or encouraging you to look. Okay, they keep going like within. So you must be going through, a lot of you may be going through a phase of looking within. So whether you are a female energy or a male energy, I feel like this is you, okay? Or this is, if you're a female energy, there may be a male air energy that's around you that is kind of like that you probably maybe needing to like tap into, or go into that look at that side of things, because he's very authoritative. He has an authoritative figure about him, the King of Swords, but who is fear, as well as I'm hearing astute is the word that I'm getting. Okay. But he's sitting there in his element. He's quite balanced, and he's centered, and he's focused. But he's more knowing about, because he's been making some decisions and stuff like that. So, and it's maybe, it could be to do with work. It could be, a change of work or a change of career. And I'm just hearing like in the background, it's not like you give up your day job, but it's like just you're moving into something. Because for a lot of you, I feel like there's a purpose, and I feel like you're feeling it now. Is because I was going to say there's obviously a purpose there why you are still there, if you've been there and you've been wanting to leave. So this is about making a commitment to yourself if you're wanting to shift from one space to another. Okay. Oh, there's a lot coming out. Hang on a moment, we go there. Whoa, here we go. So these two have come out first. So first of all, the Tower. So there seems to be some sort of resistance there, and maybe moving into allowing this change to come away, or something to break away, or something is breaking away, but you may be in denial of it, and moving into it. So, for whatever reason, but I'm going to turn it around up the right way. So that's the Tower card. So when the Tower comes out, there is something that is, is crumbling away, or something is being shown to you that's making you understand or realize what's going away, and why it's time, or starting to start for instance, cleaning out your desk, or cleaning out your house, decluttering, whatever it is, or your flat or your office space, because you're moving from one space to another space. But it's like of energy, of job, of career, of home, or whatever that is for you. It could be, or it could be, something is moving, is shifting, in the way that you're like, there's some old things and that are moving or shifting away from you, that are opening your eyes. So it's because I'm hearing, look, see up in the top of that tower, there's like the eye at the top. So I'm hearing and seeing that and feeling like it's like the green, there's a green eye, but it looks like a person there, but also the third eye, okay? But also the eye of the chakra is, and because I'm seeing that 2 or 3 things in there as I'm holding that card up. Okay, so I'm seeing it as the heart chakra, but I'm also seeing it depending on which way, because I'm seeing that as a person there, but I'm also seeing that as like the whole tower as well, and that as being the third eye. So it's kind of, there's a few things going on there, but this is about opening up your eyes, okay, and allowing yourself to move. So the Hierophant comes through as well, and there's a spiritual awakening there. So with the Hierophant, so there's definitely something that's going on with you that's probably more spiritual, I would say, seeing as this card's come up, and it maybe that it's this whatever it's taking you like to a space of looking inward a lot deeper, okay, or a little bit more deeper. So with this King of Swords, it's like being in, this is about, even though, this is about grounding yourself, anchoring yourself as you're going through this this amazing phase, okay. So then we have oh my God, I'm going to take these because there's like 6 cards that are all flipped over together, and because there's a little bit of a story here. So look here, there's the Queen of Swords. So this is about you being in your power, being in your right, and your being in your power, in your right, knowing what is right for you. That's what they mean by that. So it's not not as right for everybody else, but what is right for you, and speaking your truth, basically. So because we have the King of Swords. I'm just referring back to that. So like there's the King and the Queen there. So she's there. This is about you, being in your own power. Communicating what it is that you need to communicate, taking steps towards what the direction where you've been drawn to go to, and like I say, with the decluttering and that sort of thing. So with the Ace of Pentacles, there's something new coming up with that as well, as far as the financial side. I do feel like it's like this is partially why there's all this stuff going on here within you, where there's this this processing thing, which is because Mercury's around at the moment, so there's a little bit of a little bit of a, not a hold up, but a slowing down to help to I'm hearing like to deepen, but also to help with that process, slowing time down a little bit, so we're not in a rush and just it's not fleeting past us. We're needing to take notice of what is going on. So with this Ace of Pentacles there, talks to me about, there's something new about, coming in with the way money, a new way of money coming in. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's like there is a new, which is kind of where they're going with this in the beginning, is like decluttering, and the spiritual thing is, moving into this project maybe, or, into something that is different with someone. Could be a new relationship. It could be a relationship or a partnership with business partners or project partners, building partners. It could be, or whatever it is. What else? There's something else there as well. But it could be, there's, building on that, on something, on a business with yourself, and it may be you are holding off on something because you're feeling like you're not up to it by doing it on your own. But I feel like for some of these, it could be that because maybe you need to start this off on your own, or a certain process or a certain part of it, because the learning is for you, not for everybody else. So I kind of feel like there's something going on there. So, but I feel like they're just talking about here that there's the beginning of something new with the way that you're making your money, and just to trust and go with that flow. But it's like in a new way of thinking about money as well. So then we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is that's something emotional going on there, as you can imagine with the cups. So there's there may be a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a I've forgotten who that is, Cancer sign that is around you, that could be that could be around you. But I just feel like the cups is about emotions and stuff like that, and there's 5 that's like, it's like I feel like there's a certain amount of processing. We kind of get to the point where when we're moving along, as why isn't anything working, then the world might be feeling against you and all that sort of thing. So you're feeling a little bit inconsolable, that sort of energy. But it's like this too will pass. It's all part of this going in here with this crumbling away of stuff that you'll be processing with. So and there are different process times. At times we just go, into in this funny little spot, but that will pass. And that's interesting that comes after that, because I feel, you know, no, yeah, it's just a process, part of the process in uncovering stuff about your relationship with money, your relationship with you, your relationship with, you know, this whole process, and being in your power, and all sort of, it's going to bring up a lot of stuff. So, and it may bring up, you know, but a few more other things like that as well. So the Princess of Cups, comes in. So the Princess of Cups in this deck is like the Page of Cups in other decks. So the pages usually, they depict a sign and the beginning, like something new coming through, something fresh and new coming through, and the sense that with a younger energy, with a, it's like there's like a, not a reborn energy, but it's like you go through all this processing and that sort of thing, and then it's out, they're coming out the other end of this, you know, it's the next phase of the processing phase that you're going through, basically. That's how they're saying it. So then comes the Prince of the Page, rather, or the Princess of Cups in this case. It's like starting to balance out your emotions and figuring it out, and realizing that actually I'm in control of this. I understand this more now, so it's like bringing in this fresh look. Because you've seen the shit through the clay, what is yours, what is not yours, and there's a more of a healing process that you outlook that you have about whatever it is that you're processing about that time, at this time. That's there. So then, oh gosh, then we have the King of Pentacles. So the King, you know, it's like there's been a bit of work. You know, the King depicts in this one that you know, the stability that he's gained financially, but in all areas of his life is how I'm seeing it and feeling it. Like even with family, like something comes to fruition through you know, making an effort, you know, not just, you know, there's hard work as well, but not just hard work, smart, clever working as well, to achieve what it is that he wants, you know, which includes, you know, the house, the family, you know, everything, basically. Wow, I'm just looking at this because it's interesting looking at these cards. I see something different in them every day, every time I use them. And this that's part of the message, I feel. It's like you see something new every day, and that King of Pentacles is showing you that there's something new today about you to discover, that, you know, and towards making whatever it is that you want, your future, you know, the future that you're looking for. It's going to start somewhere, but it's like you've got to start somewhere at some point, and not just keep doing what you're doing now, because if nothing's changing, then obviously that's not quite working. So it's taking some steps to make things happen. Okay, because then we have the Three of Pentacles. So there is obviously something that's coming up that you're working on. So there's a start. It's like there's like the completion of a first phase or a third phase, or the first phase of one phase of that's going on. So it's like there's maybe the first phase was 3 steps is what I'm hearing. So it's like there's this, and then I just feel like there's maybe 3 people involved as well with that, because I've been drawn to 3 people, but all 3 in 3 phases or 3 steps. That's something's coming together. Okay, with that one. So they're just showing that something is coming together. So it's kind of like not giving up of faith. It's just keep doing what you were doing, or what you were doing. When I say use, whoever, you know, understands this message, and like taking one step at a time. That's what I kind of feel like this card is. And it's showing, see, because I'm being drawn to the balance, how he's like one-handedly balancing on there, single-handedly, one-handedly, anyway. You knew what I meant. So, but there's some sort of balance there, okay, that has been created. Cool. And then the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands talks about, oppressive burdens and things like that, and not letting things hold you back, breaking free. It's like there's a completion to, you know, to the of a cycle with a 9 for me. And the wands, it's, you know, that's about, you know, this is the wands. It's like there's something, you know, you've been carrying for a while, and it's all got to do with this, and it's like in your understanding now where that is, so you can like, yeah, ditch that pretty much, close to it. But it's like, I do feel like there's breaking down barriers and things like that, and moving into the next phase of, you know, of a bit more energy, of, you know, higher energy, where they're going with that. So I'm just wanting to go back to these ones, because it's like there's some sort of more physical motivation, like your motivation to do whatever it is, whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve. Okay, phew, it's kind of, there's like a big breaking down of barriers and that sort of thing, and boundaries, and it's about you finally being able to push past the boundaries that you've set, and that others may have popped there as well, but it's like you've allowed them to be that, but that to be the boundary as well, but also your own boundaries, not just those boundaries. So it's like all boundaries. It's like it's like I say, you see the shit through the clay, and taking ownership of what is yours and what is not yours, and like chop, let's go with whatever it is, with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy. That's where they're going with that. So I'm gonna actually, I do feel like I want to draw a card from the angels here. I'm being drawn to see what comes through this. So just know that I have shuffled these really well beforehand, and this is Tarpaulin is the card that's come over. So Tarpaulin, or the message through that, you know, there's something, it's like, well, I'm hearing like, if this is like 3 things from this, it's like, this is like lifting the cover, taking the cover off, to reveal what is like you've been covering up, okay, for yourself. So maybe some of yous, maybe that's what the catalyst is for you, is taking off the cover. So you may be in a relationship or a friendship or something like that, or you may be at work or something, and it's maybe you're needing to lift the cover off yourself, or something that's there that you've not spoken up about, or you've not, it's revealing something. So not necessarily a negative thing, but it could be a positive thing as well. So, and allowing, so it's like, but I'm feeling for some of you, it's something that maybe you've been holding off with for a while, and there's maybe information that people need to see, which is what's been like, the stop-starting, like back and forth, and not even moving here and there energy. So like there's something about taking the cover off, okay, to reveal what is underneath there. And for others of you, it's about taking the cover off you, to allow yourself to and stop like suffocating yourself, okay. And others of you, it can be like protection as well. So just knowing that, like for some of you, you'll be saying, oh, well, that's what was covering me. Well, it was smothering you, but it wasn't actually protection. And for some of you, and it was like, but for some of you, yes, it was protection in a way that you'd protect you, but now you've got to come out of that so you can allow yourself to move forward, or just, move in a certain direction. Others of you, yes, it is, just know that you are protected anyway, like as you are moving into this new phase as well. So just know, yeah, okay, so you'll get what each one means for you as well anyway. So I trust that you will know what that is about for you as an individual, okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there now with you, Libra. So we shall see you next Wednesday. So we'll just leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, and adventure. Also, prosperity and abundance. Okay, bye for now. We'll see you next Wednesday.